So it says, beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
That's right, the beginning of famine and great death. Mourning is not a happy thing, man. Like when you go to a funeral, what are you doing? You're mourning. You're mourning the loss of a loved one. So it's a lot of tears and tissues. You know? They're sobbing. All that crap, man. You know, you're going to see a lot more of that here, man. You know? Because the people in America don't think that America can mourn. And they look at all these other countries like, oh, you know what, that's a third world country. This right here is about to be a third world country. It's going to look like it. Because I was watching, I believe it was Russia Today. Now you got the whole, what's that, Charlottesville, Virginia, and then you had something that happened in South Carolina. When it just happened 2 days ago. They had an active shooter, like a sniper. So I think it was a sniper. And who do you think he was shooting at? He wasn't shooting at these white people, man. He was shooting at you niggas. Because the prize of Edomite, like the movie with the guy Remy, they Jake whooped his ass, man. So what he do? And that's how a sucker Esau is, man. You know, but guess what? That's the blessing of sword. So what he do? He went and got himself a rifle, you know, and picked him a high point and just started killing motherfuckers, man. That's what Esau do, man. He the instrument of death, man. You know? That's his whole being, man. It's just to destroy shit. That's all Esau does, man. You know, but so that's the beginning of mourning right there too. Because what's that? You got race wars. So when you at war with another race or whatever, you know, it's evident that you're gonna take some losses. You know, you might lose your buddy you grew up with or whatever, man. In these up and coming race wars. And it's getting to the point, like I talked to my cousin and stuff, and he was like, yeah, man, he's like, I believe, you know, in our lifetime, you know, that we're gonna have a race war. You know, he's like, I was hoping it would happen after I was dead and gone. Why? And see, because like some of our people, they don't want to deal with reality and a harsh reality, man. They rather die like, Lord, just kill me. And it says in the scripture that you're going to want to die, but you can't, man. You know? You might want to kill yourself, but you can't. Why would the Lord like, no, nigga, not yet. You're going to go through this. You know? But people want to take the easy way out, man. They always want the easy way out. The fastest way. The fastest way and the easy way is not always the right way. You want to take shortcuts. There ain't no shortcuts to salvation. All right, it's a narrow road. That's why many are called and few are chosen. I don't want to go top.
It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear.
That's right. So with the beginning of wars, what's the war? This war right here, man. World War III. All right? The beginning of World War III. And we've been in this war for like a couple years, man. It's more than a couple years because they've been going back and forth. But right now, it's getting real heated, man. You know? And you think that Donald Trump is at ease right now? Hell no, man. He's scared to death. Like, damn, what am I gonna do next? And the ultimate dudes that's trembling are these guys right here, man. Mine is David Rockefeller because he's already in the spirit world. You know?
I was just looking at
he's already in the spirit world. So he's going, he going to catch it though, man. Hey, I would love for Yahweh Bashar outside to reincarnate him real fast as a baby, so he can put his ass to death, man. And them up and coming events, or he bring him back as a baby, and he's with the wealthy family. When they dig their hole, they got their hole already dug, you know, and they go and once the nuclear missiles and all that, and they go to hide. When they say they're going to dig into hell, try to hide, we're going to be right there with the chains. But the Lord already knows where you're going to go. Wow, He created you, He created him. But it'll be beautiful that the Lord do that, to reincarnate that dude, so he'll come right back in slavery, snatch his little ass right off the ground, man. You know? But these people right there, they in fear. Why do you think they always making these movies and they really trying to upset prophecy? That's why he talks about the war in heaven when they fought against the Lord, man. You know? And they show you that, and I always say that in movies like Independence Day, both of them. You know, when they had that war in heaven, and they were shooting at each other, man. But they make it seem like they overcame, man. When it clearly tells you that they're not going to win. All right? That was good.
I need new rest. All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 21. It says, "And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a great with clusters and a plant of a great people. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Let my grape kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect."
That's right, so so that's talking about the elect, the men of the Lord. That's the grape that the Lord is going to keep. Yo, read that one more time, because it's a part where it tells you that they was made in vain, man. All right? So you have a nation and 2/3 of our people. You know, you were made just for that, fit for destruction. All right?
So 2 Ezra 9 and 22. It said, "Let the multitude perish then."
Yeah, let the multitude perish then, man. So what's that talking about? That's a lot of people, man. A lot of people. We got on the sign right here, you can't really see it, but we got on the easel. He got it on the easel, but it's the pie chart where it shows you 2/3. So 2/3 is a lot of people, man. That's not a small number. So you telling me out of the whole world as a whole, only 144,000 men and multitudes of their families going to make it with them. You know, some children and all that. Out of the whole world, which is billions of people, only 144,000 people going to make it. Well, there's going to be rulers. And their families, man, that's a small piece. All right? So it said the multitude, man. That like if you look at that, man, it's like, God dang. Like the Lord, he going to get busy, man. You know, and then you still gonna have them people that dig in the hell, that hide underground, but guess what? They're going right into slavery. So they're gonna be spared for what? Spared for slavery. Wow, that wasn't that bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. "Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Let my grape kept."
That's right, which is born in vain, man. So that's like emptiness, that's nothingness. You got like damn. Basically was born for nothing. But you got a purpose, that's to die. You know? But that's how powerful Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is, man. You know? And that's another thing, like he does what he wants. You know? You can't sit there and tell the Lord what he's doing. Like, oh Lord, you know what, I don't want to die. Why are you going to kill me? Listen, man. Come on now, you out of pocket. You know?
Second Chronicles 15 and 13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord, God of Israel, should be put to death.
That's right.
Whether small or great, whether man or woman.
Hey, here you go. If you don't seek Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, all right, and that's beautiful. If you don't seek Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, only thing that's gonna happen to you is you're gonna be cut off and die. All right, and you women, you also are a part of that number for death too. I don't care how fat your ass is, how big your titties are. how beautiful your face is, all right, the Lord gonna put you to death, man. Because you probably got women thinking like, you know what, when your house shot come back, I'ma flirt with you. Bitch, is you fucking serious? You got women like that. They try to flirt their way out of everything. Like let a woman get pulled over by a cop. She wanna show a little cleavage and shit. Yeah, cut, yeah. Like the Edomite women, dumb bitches, especially the blondes, man. They're twirling their hair like, oh, officer, chewing that gum. What did I do wrong? Bitch, you know you was speeding, man. You know? Then they got the little skirt, you know, with the slit all the way up, trying to show you some leg and all that, man. You still gonna get put to death. Try doing that to Yahweh Bash and Yahushua, see where it gets you. All right, because he's a man of war, man. You can't flirt your way out that death, man. No, Jezebel type women. So it said man and women, because women, they really think that they're exempt from a whole lot of things, man. Oh, I'm a woman. Why you gonna hit a woman like that? Listen, the Most High is gonna kill a woman like that. How about that? No? They don't think that they're gonna see hard times, man. They don't think that they're gonna they don't think like, oh, you know what, my children are always gonna be. And one of the biggest mistakes is, you know, like they have there was an old song called Glamorous Life by PUC back in the day. And they had a part on there when the woman was like, you got to use what you got and get what you want. Matter of fact, grab me that scripture real quick and say, I believe it's but yeah, so talking about you gotta use what you got and get what you want. So that's right there, that's the women prostituting their daughters out, man. You know, when the scripture tells you you're not supposed to do that. Even these women, but like the brother read that scripture was beautiful, man. So it lets you women know that you are not exempt, man. Your women are held accountable for your actions, all right? Contrary to popular belief, because Esau got y'all thinking that you're exempt from everything. Like, oh, why are you talking to that woman like this? You can't argue with a woman. A woman always gonna get the last word.
That's a fact.
Only a dude say something like that is a soft individual. You know? Is a real soft individual. Why? He's not a man. Because your woman get the last word, man, you gotta be out your goddamn mind. First of all, she ain't even supposed to talk back to you. But we in captivity, so, you know, you smack her, guess where you going? Oh, man. You don't even gotta freaking touch him now, man. All they gotta do is go downtown. Oh, he hit me. Get a restraining order on you. And guess what? You gotta leave. So that's the power that Esau gives to these women. They can just make up lies, man. But without any physical evidence at all, man. He hit me. He chokeslammed me. Well, bitch, where's the fucking scars at? If he chokeslammed you, you know what I mean? You go down to the guy, go down to the and then when you go down to them places with a restraining order, it's full of goddamn women, man. And they lying. And then you might have a sucker nigga go down there, you know? And they'll laugh at you, you know? Oh, my woman put her hands on me. They be like, my woman put her hands on me. They're gonna look at you like, my man, you know, like get the fuck out of here. Yeah, they look at it like, this nigga, your girl really abusing you, man. You got the Billups in the back cracking jokes. The secretary typing it up like, you the laughing stock of the office. Then you sitting there with a bunch of women, y'all discussing, well, yeah, she hit me with her back. You know what I'm saying? And then you might even have dudes that, like, it might not even be nothing wrong with it. But see, that's an effeminate man, like, you know what I'm saying? You going down there to get, and then you got dudes, they like to play the women's game. So what's they like, I want that for this woman. I want you serious, my man? Like, you can't get this woman out your house any other way? You know? And then I guarantee after they leave, after you got the restraining order, when them people go home, they be like, yo, honey, that's what happened at work today. This guy came in there and then they going in on you, man. You know? For restraining order and shit. But it's all cool when the woman does it. You know? They look at, oh my God, are you okay? You want a glass of water? No. Well, but they give them the freaking world. That's it. Yeah, that's why I see over there with a run out. And yo, matter of fact, when we was talking about we were just talking about the saying notice, sometimes I turn around like this, looking at it. There we talking about women, man. And like I said, just because you got a big butt don't mean you're exempt from judgment. The Lord gonna destroy all that ass with a thermonuclear missile.
Oh, I'm sorry. So Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. It says, there shall no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor sodomite of the sons of Israel.
That's right. So our women walking around right now like complete whores, man. You know? Like that woman right there.
I think she got like shots.
Yeah, got Botox. She got Botox, but that shit don't even look normal. Look at it. Yo, that's what a nigga woman do. You gonna walk in the middle of traffic because you got a big butt. I'm gonna get this cab.
Yeah, you gonna stop.
Yeah, I'd have pulled off on her ass like, you know. But yeah, like our women, like you know, they dress like whores, they act like whores. Matter of fact, problem was that the chick at my job, she an Ephraimite woman. You know, she was talking to this one Ephraimite dude, and he was talking about. She said that she been with a lot of dudes and a couple women. And I'm like, God damn. Then she was going on to say like, yeah, I'll just get right to the point. Why waste time? Like, yo, so she was like, yeah. So he was like, he basically like called her kind of like a whore. She's like, yeah, but I'm a happy whore. I'm like, what? But guess where that come from? I mean, like, and then you have women that's older that teach the younger women that's the reason why they act like that. You know? Yeah, it can. You gotta play the field. You know, test the merchandise. You know, that's what these women tell them. You know, that's prostituting your daughter, man. You know, and that's specifically that was one of them. Right there, like, oh, wow. But now, like, as far as for the whole whore thing, matter of fact, every time I talk about this, it always it brings me back to that nut-ass job that I worked as a second time at the bar, man. Because you got, this one woman, she came in, so she had a show over there. So she used to sing back up for Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill came through and all these things like that, you know, but her mother was sitting there. So I'm sitting there talking to her mom the whole time, like, yeah. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to keep you up. This, that, and that. I'm like, yeah, I worked all day. I believe I think that's the Thursday or Friday we went out. Then I had to leave right from camp and go to work. So the mom in there, and I'm like, yo, so I worked earlier that day too, so I'm tired as hell. So I'm really want to get out there. So now you got your daughter, you selling all your daughter's merchandise or whatever, you know? She came in with these models, and they got their little whore clothes on, flaunting their stuff around. But that was her clothing line. I guess it's supposed to be like a fall wear. And her mom's in the crowd like this. Yeah, daughter, go ahead. So you prostituting your daughter, man. You condoning that. You condoning the way she dresses, man. But you in there, you an older woman. So what the hell? Like, you in the bar, still trying to be a younger woman. So I knew when you was a younger woman, you was wild, man. You was off the freaking hook. You know? Then your daughter come and go, I'm talking about, she has shorts so small, you you can probably see like if she had a like shave or whatever, you can see the line on her shave line. Then she dancing off provocative on stage and I'm not clapping. I'm like, God damn, man. Like that's wicked as hell, man. You supposed to tell your daughter, yeah, you want to learn who you are because you're not on that side, my man. You go, look, he saw the Israelites there, you want to walk away. And both of them was heathens, man. Like Elamite and the goddamn Edomite. That's a sad combination right there, man. That's like borderline mentally retarded.
All right, this is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
That's right, yo. And that's a beautiful scripture, man. Alright? Yo, read that one more time. Sorry, man.
So Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, see now that I, even I am he.
That's right. I, even I am he, man. Right? That's the Lord saying, I am he. Who was he, man? Yahweh. Go ahead, Al.
It says, and there is no God with me.
That's right. There is no God with him. Man. So it ain't no Jesus Christ. It ain't no Allah. It ain't no Buddha. It ain't no whatever Zeus, Thor, whatever all them Greek gods. And you know Elamites, they love worshiping cows, so they no goddamn cow. Alright? There's no other gods but Yahweh, man. And his son Yahweh Shai. Alright, it's no other power, man. So if you going around praying to all these different other gods, man, false gods, alright, guess what? Keep doing it. Alright, and we're gonna see in the time of trouble whose God is real and who gets delivered and who doesn't. Alright? I want you to call on Jesus Christ and see how fast he gets your ass out of trouble. Because you niggas, you'll get locked up and the first thing you call on is Jesus Christ. I haven't seen you get delivered out of jail yet by saying that name. Niggas go to jail, then they want to become Muslims. Talk about, yeah, it's all in the cuff of Allah. Man, get the hell out of here, man. Allah only means God, man. So what God are you referring to? We refer to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. The only powers that's going to deliver us out of here. The only names we're calling them.
It says, I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal.
That's right, he kills and he makes alive, man. That's powerful right there, man. So when somebody dies, people tend to always be like, oh man, yo, the devil did that. Why had that happen? No, the devil ain't do that. Yahweh let that happen. He did it. He said he killed and he makes alive, man. So he can put you to death and he can raise you back up. He has the power to do that. Why? Because he created it. All right? He created all things, man. All right? So it's really no getting around that, man. All right? And you people, and for you people that like to be murderers and go out there and commit murder, you think that you're doing that act alone? You can shoot a guy 50 times and he still survived. Why? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai didn't want that man to come there. So you ain't no killer, man. You know? These niggas walking around the hood, yeah, man, I'm a murderer, I did this. Nigga, you ain't do nothing, man. The Lord allowed that to happen. And if you do get that urge, you want to kill somebody, you committing ratzism, which is murder, man. All right, that's murder without just cause. All right, and then you got niggas that do it and want to brag. Yeah, I got all these bodies. Niggas get tattoos on their face and teardrops. I'm a gangster, nigga. You not no gangster, man. The biggest gangster is the Lord, man. And he just said it. I kill and I make alive. He wounds and he heals, man. So you get a wound, do you think the doctor heals you? All they do is cover this shit up. It has to physically heal. And he can spiritually wound you, or he can physically wound you. You know? He can spiritually kill you, and he can spiritually make you alive. Which a lot of our people right now is spiritually dead. And who did that? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Alright? And who is he waking up? He's waking up his men. The elect. And that's why it says many are called, few are chosen, because a lot of people woke up. But guess what? They fall out. Alright? They couldn't walk that walk.
It says, and I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
That's right. Neither is there any that can deliver out of his hand. That's a bad statement right there. You know? That's like, yo, that's a bad scripture right there. You know? You can't, so if Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is on your ass, guess what? You just jacked up, man. You know, it ain't no escaping it. You know, there's no escaping it. You can run to Esau like, oh man, Esau, Yahweh's on my ass. What is Esau going to do? You know? The Lord made Esau. You know? And that's like you got our people now, they run what they do. They run to Esau. You know, like, yo, matter of fact, when we had the war in heaven, right? Esau going to pipe people up to go fight against the Lord. The Lord going to let that happen, man. You know? It said, who can deliver you? Nobody, man. Like how they say in the mafia world, he's a marked man. You know? Like, yeah, we're going to whack him. He's a marked man. You know? And a lot of the times, them dudes, they actually, well, all the time, they do what they say. But if you a marked man by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he want to put you to death, he going to whack you, guess what? Ain't nobody going to stop that. So that right there is a bad scripture. You know? And people think that the Lord is a joke. They think that he's but they think it's all talk. You know? They think just because Yahweh ain't come down here as so. When the hell has Yahweh ever came on earth and talked directly to somebody? He did with Moses. He ain't been there, and even with that, he told Moses, because Moses asked Yahweh, he's like, yo, I want you to come down here and fellowship. And Yahweh told him, he's like, man, those people are so wicked on earth. He's like, man, I'll kill them all. So the Lord is no joke, man. You know? The Lord is no joke, but you niggas want to be like, yo, oh Lord, give me a sign. He's giving you a sign right now by his men coming out here speaking to you. You rather us speak to you than the Lord, because he ain't doing no talking. You know, like that song from Beanie Sigel, he's like, I don't do a lot of talking. I speak with the heathen. Like the Lord ain't doing a lot of talking, man. You know? He's a man of war. And how he gonna speak, well, you gonna see how he speaks. When them damn missiles come. He's already speaking now. But earthquakes and all these different places. You know? Like the other night when it thundered, that shit was loud, man. I was like, God damn. You know? So just imagine, yo, man. Yo, y'all people better wake up, man. You know? Especially these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
It says, for I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me.
That's right, man. So, we are going to live forever. Alright? When we get in the kingdom. Alright? Read that one more time.
It says, for I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me.
Man,
I will make my arrows drunk with blood. My sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of vengeances upon the enemy.
that's right. So the Lord, he's not coming to play, man. He said, this glittering sword, you can imagine that, which is the ICBM missiles. You know, because when it shoots in the air and the sun shines on it, it looks like it's glittering. You know? Read that part where it talks about the blood.
So do